Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Honey, I meant to do this review yesterday, but I was up late. I was tired. I overslept this morning. When I tell y'all, I just woke up today at 1:25 p.m. Honey, my eyes ain't focused. My allergies messing up. Honey, I ain't got all my graphics together, but we here. Okay, but we here. Thank you to those who are watching us live. Happy Memorial Day. And thank you to those who are watching the replay, whatever they do. Okay, anywhere go, we are here to discuss the foolishness, okay, that is Housewives of Atlanta. Mainly, we here to drag Marlo by her edits, by her roots, and by her feet. Okay, that's really what it is. Because I feel like I just don't know why we are having to put up with, you know what I'm saying, Marlo these days, but we having to, and so I gotta do my job, and sometimes my job is reading people, okay, in a nice way, in a friendly way, in a respectful way, but either way it go, it's gonna be done in a way, okay? Now, as I said, happy Memorial Day to anyone who was put, for anyone who was in service over the years, here, there, or whatever. Thank you for your service in the Army, in the Marines, and what else? It's the Army, it's the Marines, it's the Navy, whatever branch that you were in. Thank you for your services. Okay, my grandfather was in the thing. I got aunts and uncles who was in the thing or whatever. So thank you to everybody for their service round here. Okay. Now, as I told y'all, my allergies was messing up, which means my vision. My vision is a bit blurry because my eyes have not fully awoken as they should. And the crazy part is I hadn't finished all my graphics yet, but I got them in here. So let's hope they make some sense. Because if they don't, well, we're going to just have to do what it do, okay? But what matters is I got my notes, and I can read my notes. I just can't see shit. This is because I didn't want to cancel because I didn't want to cancel. But I feel like, girl, you can't really see. Okay. And I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't, because it can go either kind of way. Now, whenever I first wake up, my allergies are messing up, my vision is be a bit blurry, and in about 30 minutes after I'm awoke, my eyes settle and stuff. Okay, but I ain't had time to do that. So bear with me. Okay. And if a graphic is wrong, I'll make it right in some kind of way. But how was everyone doing today? I hope everybody's enjoying I'm hoping everybody's enjoying their day off. Okay, because I believe, mostly everybody, well, besides people who work like in service, is off today. Okay, I'm off today. We're going to see Little Mermaid today. Finally, I will have my review of it up later on today or tomorrow. But yeah, let's just get into it. Again, I was gonna do this last night and have it up, but I just didn't get to do that. And this will not be a long live because it's really just a cussing out of Marlo, and then having that be that and whatever. Okay, now I'm here. Okay, let me see. Hey, I don't know how I look. All I had time to do this morning was wash my face, brush my teeth. That's it. I ain't did no my facial mask cleanser yet. Nothing. I ain't took my braids out of the bun it was in last night yet. So I'm sure it looks messy, but I don't care because I don't feel like putting it down just right now. Okay. But happy Monday, happy holiday, and respect and all that stuff to the people we've lost or people who's still here. Okay, because Memorial Day is to remember the people we've lost, the people who's done the ultimate for us in the service industry and whatnot. Also, I don't know why my signal. I gotta call Comcast or Xfinity because my signal. I'm like, it should not be on one because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't even doing nothing. Okay, but it's fine. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, to like the video, to comment in the comment section. Also, share the video on your social media. Okay. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok because that's where I be. Now, I'm going to click on some of y'all comments and we're going to hope I can read what it says. Okay. Hello, Jay Rippy Brown here in these Memorial Day internet streets. Thank God the words are big. Thank God. Hey to everybody here. Hello. I was only late because I was on washing my face and brushing my teeth real quick. Okay, because we round here. Okay, but hey to the people. Hey to the people. Okay, I look because I'm like I don't know. I'm not blind. It's just my vision. It's just a bit blurry, and it always happens. Like right now, my nose is a little bit stuffy. It's just crazy. Look. This is the bad part. I always need to call Comcast, and I never do because I be forgetting. That's why my service product. I got a new router box last year. I ain't even put it up yet. I was supposed to call them to come do it. I still ain't did it. The box is over there by the window. But I really need to go. I need to call them and say, hey, come fix my shit. Okay, come do that. Anyway, let's get into what I hit to get into. I did not even get a chance to do a real graphic a thumbnail. Okay, it's real generic around here. Real generic. Okay, now the episode ended last week, and we've seen the whole fallout with Drew and Marlo. Now, on social media, the girls be fussing and fussing and fussing. Also, I know Candy did a speak on it today. I thought the speak on it would be girl. Focus. I thought the speak on it would have been out yesterday, but she did not put it out until today. So I have not watched it yet at the all, but I know the girls. I can't wait to see what Candy has to say. Because Marlo out here being Marlo. She's out here Marloing, okay? But the episode starts off, we see Kenya and Monyetta around here. Like, Kenya is having a little trip to Birmingham because Kenya was working with Monyetta to get choreographed, okay? Because she's going to be dancing in the homecoming game, whatever. Is it the Magic City Classic in Birmingham? That's where they're going. Now, for some reason, Kenya has not told the other ladies that she's gonna be performing, so they don't know really all of what she's doing because she want to keep it a secret. Okay, a surprise. And we do see how she brings up how BravoCon that happened 2 weeks ago, that while performing Twirl, what's it called, Twirl? No, the Gone with the Wind Fabulous song. She slipped on stage or whatever. And I was like, that's cool or whatever people fall. Because to me, Kenya is not a performer. She's not an artist. So I feel like when she do sing that song, I mean, she may slip if she in them heels on that floor and it's slippery. So it wasn't a big deal to me. But she said she just does not want that to happen no more. She wants to be cool, calm, collected, and not be on that stage falling. And so again, she wants Marietta to get her into good shape. Now, she also said she hopes this can promote her hair care line even further if it can become a viral moment. Now, I have not seen nothing from the event. So I feel like it did not go viral. It did not go viral. However, I feel like it's a good thing that she's still thinking, hey, I can always make my brand bigger. I could always expand my brand, including going to the football game and, having it be on display, or whatever. Anyway, so we do see that, Marietta gets a call from that boy Roy, or that man Roy, who Kenya dating. Now, Kenya said, he really great in bed. Kenya out here fucking people? Girl, I was like, Lord. I mean, I'm happy, but sometimes folk explain who they banging. I'm like, can you banging that man? Girl, I don't know. But I'm happy that Kenya's happy. Okay, and if that man is really good in bed, that could be for a couple of things. It could be because she had it in a while, or he just that good. Because I feel like Mark looked like he's not that good in bed. Okay, but I'm happy that Kenya's happy, very much so. Okay, I want Kenya to be out here exploring and getting whatever it is she wants. Because again, she basically stayed single for 4 years. Because since her and Mark first, decided to divorce, well, back in 2019. So it's been a few years, and I'm happy that she's finally realizing, girl, don't wait for that divorce to move on. And she's like, I'm not gonna wait no more. I'm good. I'm happy, and I'm begging that man. Okay, now Sanya. Is it Sanya or I think it's Sanya. Is it Sanya Richards Ross or Sanya? I don't know. They pronounce her name differently. She talking to her mama and her sister. Now, she told us she wants us to believe that she's very, very busy. Okay, that she's out here doing this and that and this and that. She has her Mommy Nation brand, which I don't know what it is, but it's a brand. She also is an NBC sports analyst covering track meets. Okay, so she's like, I be having a lot of things to do, things to juggle, and all that or whatever. Now, her brother-in-law, who's her assistant, he ain't there, be on the phone, and she's like, I need you to do this and do that and do this and do that. I was like, okay, that's fine, or whatever. So we know last week, Ross, when we seen the clip of Ross saying, hey, I want the house back. I really want us to just be us, meaning I want your mama and them and your sister and them to, basically to move out. Now at that point, she didn't really want that. They had agreed on a year or two. It wasn't only a year, but Ross was like, I just need my house to be just my house and not all the people. So when she told them, hey, I want y'all to know that, Ross is ready for y'all to leave. He's ready to have the house just be the Rosses or whatever. Because we agreed to a year. Now, the mama then said, well, I thought it was a year or two. And so I said, well, I thought so too, but he's kind of ready. Now, her sister kind of took it personal. I wonder what part was cut out that made her take it. Did Sanya say something specifically about you and your husband or what? I was confused because the sister was like, I'm taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the confessional, the mom and the sister was like, that's weird. Okay. But it's okay. Well, it's fine. Now, it wasn't as if the sister said, well, hell no, I ain't leaving. She said, oh, okay, cool. We thought it was 2 years, but okay, things won't be the same. In the confessional, the mom and the sister said, first of all, having all of us in the house, can't have everyone live in the house, has given Sanya and Ross the freedom to move freely and to not have to worry about their son. So it's not that Sanya is selfish, but she's very much so self-centered. Okay, and what I took that to mean was they want us to leave as if us being here wasn't solely to be helpful to them. And I was like, well, I mean, okay, I guess so. It's weird because I feel two different ways. I do feel like her whole track life, she has had her mama, her daddy, and her sister basically be of service to her. They made the choice to move to Atlanta. I don't know if it was for the show or whatever, but she brought them with her, and they are there and they are helping her. So I do wonder, they feel like to abruptly say, hey, y'all got to get out. This felt abrupt, and it felt as if it was said in a way that was like, well, y'all here, y'all ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could just like go somewhere else or whatever. And that they felt like, we here helping you. So don't make it seem as if we came here. Don't make it seem as if we asked you to come here for us. And if you ask us to come here for you, I mean, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. Now we later on see, because the sister like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm done or whatever. Whatever. I will leave. I'll pack my little bags up and I'll be done. Now when she later on has a conversation with her mom and her daddy at which was supposed to be a family photo shoot, the sister and the brother-in-law, was there. But I'm like, I didn't see her husband there either. But we find out that the brother-in-law has now quit as her assistant. The sister ain't there because she's sick, but I think she's lying. And I was like, well, I mean, when I seen the brother-in-law, I'm like, I don't think he wants to be an assistant. You have to want to be an assistant to be an assistant. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you just allow someone to assist you, it doesn't really mean they want to do that, and they may quit. Even if you think, oh, it can help them, that may does not be what they want to do. So, it's like, he said how it was too much feminine energy, between me and my mama. Okay, with us working together, with us living together, it was too much. It was too much of us for him. I'm like, because he did not want to be that lady assistant. And I'm like, what it is. So when she says she wonders if the way she told her sister about the moving out, if she did it in the right way. And I do feel like Sanya sometimes has a way of saying things and it may come off the wrong way. I can see that being an issue. And I feel like there should have been a conversation prior. Like, okay, let's sit down an actual timeline, because that way your sister and them will be knowing, okay, we have to be looking to move somewhere up because the timeline coming up. So I think it probably was just an open, hey, y'all here until y'all ain't here or whatever, a year or two, whatever. There was never a concrete conversation about the plan. It was just come here, live with us, for a while, a year or two, whatever. We'll figure it out then. And then it's like, okay, well, now Ross wants y'all to leave. So I think, what I'm saying, both parties are fair in how they feel. Ross is fair to feel like he wants his house back. That's cool. But I think the sister and the brother-in-law may feel like, well, damn, what did we do to out the blue have this happen? It just needs to be more communication, in my opinion. But I'm going to leave that be, okay? But now when the daddy then say, well, if you need me to step up to help because the brother-in-law didn't quit, I can do that. And Son's like, I am tired of having family working for me. I'm like, but that's all. Like, I feel like we don't see her have anybody else work for her. We've always only seen her family. And sometimes when there's no clear boundary, when there's no clear line, everything gets a little bit confusing. And so I feel like that's what this is. Like, she wants them to be her employees, but she also wants them to feel like, because they're family, well, some things can be not as clear because, oh, it's just my sister, it's just my brother-in-law. Because mama then said, well, I'm tired of working with family too. I'm like, girl, if you don't get you a regular ass assistant, a regular hairdresser, a regular manager, because things, it don't feel It don't feel like it's currently working. Okay. We see punk ass Marlo. Talking to her sister and punk ass Courtney. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna make it real clear. I have no respect for Marlo. I have no respect for Courtney. Both Marlo and Courtney are pieces of are pieces of stuff. Okay? And both of them aggravate my spirit. And both of them can kick rocks. Both of them need Jesus or the devil. I don't know. Both of them seem conniving. Both of them seem like liars. Both of them seem extra for no reason or extra for a check. When I saw, Marlo and Drew fussing back and forth on what am I saying? I saved it last night, thank God, because I wasn't prepared today. I wasn't prepared today. My vision getting less blurry though, y'all. My vision's for sure getting less blurry. Marlo and Monyetta were fussing back and forth on social media last night. And I'm gonna put it up later. I just had to make sure I had to put up. I feel like everybody should be reading Marlo by her edges, the ones she don't have or the ones she do have. I feel like everybody needs to understand that Marlo is a petty, miserable, unhappy individual who likes to project her unhappiness, her messiness on to other people, because we've never seen any other side of Marlo. I can read some comments a little bit about the same thing. Having the whole family in the house may be a part of the reason Ross stay gone a lot of the time. That's not good. That man wants to privacy, can't blame him. Sometimes family act like they don't get it. Her husband grown and married, living with his wife's family. He wants his home to be his. But that's the kicker. They've always had her family live with them. So it's not as if it's something different. Sanya needs to grow up, be a real wife, mother, and career woman without the in-home family support. That's factual. Very factual. I agree. Now, in this conversation with punk ass Marlo, punk ass Courtney, and I'm not gonna call her sister punk ass yet, because Marlo, in my opinion, is also using her sister in her plan, her evil plot to get people to look at Candy in a different way. It's stupid to me. And every scene, look, when Marlo was a friend of, she was tolerable. Because she had her little antics or whatever, but we never got to, she didn't get much screen time. So Marlo being a peach holder, this is her second season after 14 years of wanting to be on the show as a peach holder. It took her forever to get a peach. Okay, her peach should be spoiled. Marlo has never been as aggravating as she is now. It's the definition of Bravo has created a monster. And it's the fact I really wish we would boycott the show until Marlo was removed. I really wish we would boycott the show for them to remove Marlo, because she's not entertaining. Like Marlo, like the same way on Beverly Hills, how I could not stand Lisa Rinna. Marlo is the Lisa Rinna of Atlanta, and I'm mad because they kept Lisa Rinna on for season after season. But I don't know who needs to protest. I don't know if Candy and I need the whole cast. I need Candy, Kenya, Drew. I need them three to say we won't film. We would not film with Marlo. Like, she could not be a piece. I need somebody to push their weight around to get Marlo either fired or demoted. One of the two. Now, Marlo talking to the sister about, I met this girl because I'm a felon, you know what I'm saying, because I sliced that girl's face or whatever. I could not get a gun because of my felony record. And you know what I'm saying, because of the breaking in the house, I want a gun for safety. And this is the kicker. Marlo has real stuff going on in her life that she won't even discuss. You were involved in a whole break-in. You had a whole people around here kicking in your door. And this is episode 4, and we ain't heard not hide nor hear what happened with that. Who fixed your door? How are the boys doing since that happened? Do the boys feel like why is you not focusing on overcoming that? You want to be around here using everything else in your life and pointing towards Candy Way as a girl. It's aggravating. But she's complaining about the fact that she can't get a gun because she's a felony because she sliced some girl's face and got charged. Okay? And so she's like, I want to get my record expunged. She said Courtney put her in contact with somebody who can get it done. I'm like, Marlo, if you around here, then you are rich and fabulous or whatever. If you, as a felon, and with all those charges, if you don't know how to get in contact with a lawyer, if you do not know how to use your money to get a good lawyer for yourself to just get this money, that's on you, ma'am. So you make it seem as if all these years later, you don't have any idea how to ask the question about getting your record expunged. Is crazy to me. But her saying that Courtney, because I guess she mentioned to Courtney put her in contact with a lawyer who could help her try to get her record expunged, to be able to get a gun. Okay? She then said, I know all these ladies on the show or whatever, but, including Candy, who always said she helped people, but she never helped me get my record expunged. I was like, which what? Marlo's saying that she's never, Candy helped everybody, but has never helped her get her record expunged. I said, bitch.
Shut up. That is so stupid.
I promise you, the minute she said that, it made me think of Nene. And I was like,
shut up. That is so stupid.
Because what job is of Candy to get your record expunged if that's your charge? Not hers, yours. So again, let me attach whatever's going on in my life to what Candy didn't do. Girl, Candy ain't your guardian angel. She's not your fairy godmother. And when I think of Marlo and Courtney teaming up, I'm like, it's this is the definition of when the weakest links link up. Okay, Marlo and Courtney are two weak links looking for a connection. And when Courtney said, I can be a real life Olivia Pope, I'm like, first of all, there is a real life Olivia Pope. That's what the show was made for or made after. Okay, it was an actual person who was the actual Olivia. Well, that was her name, but the show was about somebody. Okay, that's where it came from. Someone who was a real crisis manager, and they just, made it a TV show. Okay, look. Courtney could tell us that the sky is blue, that the sun is hot, that the moon comes out at night. I would say she lied. The sky must be red, the sun is cold, and the moon is open during the daytime, okay? Because it makes me pissed. Thank you. Olivia Pope is based on Judy Smith. Period. And every time Marlo drags Candy's name into her life, I feel like, girl, it's the devil's word. And why is your sister on TV this badass wig? Why don't you help your sister with her wig? It makes me Marlo, to me, Marlo has her sister on here to make her look homely. I feel like I would say, sister, that wig, like it's crooked. It's not in the middle. Let me have someone fix your wig for the cameras, but not Marlo. No, not Marlo. Anyway, they then bring up the nephew. I'm like, please stop bringing up your dead nephew. That man been dead for 2 years. Let that man rest in peace. They bring up, he was killed by his roommates. Marlo then said, yeah, he met him at OLG. I was like, oh, God. Why do you keep girl? It's like this is not connect the dots. It's not. Marlo's saying, well, my dead nephew met the roommate who killed him at OLG. And all Candy said was, "I'm sorry." She didn't say nothing else. I was like, but what else did you want Candy to say? That's the part I don't understand. It's like they showed the text. They showed the text. Let me pull up the text, y'all. Because it's just proof to me in my spirit of how delusional Marlo is, that she feel like, well, what Candy said, what Candy did, Candy's involvement wasn't big enough for me, and so I have to complain about it because she don't understand that she's supposed to be my guardian angel. And I was like, but ma'am, she not. This text is from August 13th of 2020, as y'all can see. Okay, she texted Candy, did you have a guy named Quinn McNeil working for you at OLG? And what I don't remember. I'll check. So what that means is he wasn't no current worker there, and Candy did not know him. Please do. And why would you text somebody and ask them if they know someone and not just say, hey, this person used to work there. Like, you trying to figure out if she knows someone. And I'm like, clearly she don't. She had to ask somebody else about it. And she said, well, yes, but he don't work there no more. Wow. That was my nephew got killed. Again, but look, was you calling Candy to let her know someone was killed, or to see if she knew him to get her to do something for him? Because if somebody in my family died, I don't need for them to know they know them. Hey, guess what, Candy? My nephew got killed, because I'm sad that my nephew dead. I don't need to make a correlation between who he is. And oh, really? What? How? Which again means she don't know that man. His mom just said he worked there. The roommate shot him twice. And she said, well, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Because what else did you want her to say? Now, I have not seen Candy speak on it. I'll do a recap of her speak on it later on, because I ain't seen it yet. Okay. But I can only go by what they have right here. I know Candy had all the receipts. And once we, I will have to do that separately. But even in this text right here, I don't think Candy did anything wrong. Not nothing. But Marlo trying to make this assumption that Candy is supposed to be the dead man saver. And when she then said, and he on his obituary, he was in the chef outfit for when he worked at OLG. I said, well, ma'am, okay. He was dead. He didn't pick that picture, y'all did. Y'all chose a picture of him in the chef outfit of somewhere he used to work at. No, he did not. And that's the kicker. Marlo keep bringing things up to make it seem as if her nephew was killed at OLG. Marlo's nephew had worked at OLG, but he had not worked there for like 6-7 months. He was killed at a house by a roommate. Nothing that happened to her nephew besides the fact that he used to work at OLG and someone he met there killed him. Nothing is connected to Candy. Candy can't control who. I was like, nothing to do with nothing to do with OLG, nothing to do with Candy. And Candy didn't send no flowers. She didn't send no card. She didn't have to. And that's just the truth of the matter. Could she have done that? She could have. I think Candy's point was, I don't know that man. And not only do I not know him, me and you ain't really that cool. Marlo and Candy has a tumultuous friendship where sometimes Candy don't like that lady. They work together. She has to sometimes deal with her. But that's it. And then this bitch said, and by this bitch I mean Marlo, why does Candy keep having shootings? Someone needs to find out. I say, Candy ain't never had a shooting. Candy has never been shot at, as far as I know, or shot anyone. So Kandi don't keep having shootings. Kandi, there was one incident at her restaurant when she wasn't there. And the shooting happened at Blaze, not OLG. And then punk ass Courtney gonna follow up Marlo saying that by saying maybe it's the culture she creates. I said, oh bitch, you want to smoke too? Okay, Courtney. The fans now hate you because this is not about defending Kandi. This is about defending the delusional shit that comes out of Marlo's mouth. Because Marlo is really around here trying to connect her nephew's murder to Kandi. And the fact that Courtney is kind of helping her do it, it's like, oh, y'all both are dumb. Y'all both are stupid. It's like, what? Huh? I was like, girl.
Shut up. That is so stupid.
Because it did not make any sense. It made no sense at all. And for punk ass Marlo to say her family is still mad at Kandi because Kandi didn't do nothing. That Kandi is selfish. I was like, oh, she's like, girl, look. Marlo last season was really on our nerve about Kandi. And the fact that Kandi kind of let bygones be bygones, whatever. And even though we know she not really fuck with Marlo this season, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I feel like she needs to 100% like not fuck with Marlo. Like she needs to put Marlo in the same boat she put Phaedra in. Marlo needs to be in the Phaedra boat, meaning somebody Kandi don't fuck with. And I agree, sewer, defamation, insinuation, whatever you can do. After the reunion, I need red-headed, short-haired Kandi to show up and to cuss Marlo out. I need her to record it on her own phone and then put it up on speak on it because we know Brian will cut shit out. Okay? But Kandi needs to for sure put Marlo in the same boat that she put Phaedra in because Phaedra was around here spreading rumor about Kandi trying to, peel people or whatever. And Marlo was now trying to put Kandi in the boat of, oh, Kandi is creating shootings. Like, what? And that's the thing. I heard what Kenya said that. Kenya said that in the confessional that, the crime in Atlanta is at an all-time high. But to try to make it seem as if, oh, it's Kandi. Not the people who are just in the world. Like the fact that shootings happen at churches. Shootings happen at schools. Shootings happen everywhere. But for anyone as a black woman trying to tear down because what Marlo doing is not petty shade. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not innocent shade. Like it's criminal. It is derogatory towards a black woman. And Courtney punk ass, who we don't even like, know, or care about. Okay, with her big headed ass, heavy ass, eyelash ass. Okay, get on my fucking nerve ass. Like for you to back that up is some bullshit. Oh, maybe it's the culture she created. But what? Atlanta is a culture. So Kandi created the culture in Atlanta? Is that what it is? Girl. When she brings up how Kandi said, well, let's discuss the girl who you stabbed, Marlo gonna say, well, I have to live with that because you did something. So someone saying, don't talk about something that happened at my place of business that I wasn't there. Okay, let's discuss something that you did. You actively stabbed somebody. It don't matter how many years ago it was. You did something that you never had spoke about on the show. Let's discuss that. Not discuss something that happened at my restaurant when I wasn't there. And Courtney will say, well, it seems that Kandi seems to be missing some empathy. Fuck Marlo and fuck Courtney. Fuck Marlo, such a bad wig. And I just need folk to Give Marlo all the smoke. I mean, all of it. I refuse to ever let up. Marlo could lose a leg. Marlo could. I don't care what happens to Marlo outside of death. I don't care what happens to Marlo. I cannot have any sympathy for her because of how she is. I wish her well in life. I wish her well down the flight of stairs. I wish her well anywhere else. I don't care. But I cannot have sympathy for anyone who comes on a TV show and then tries to alienate or accuse somebody of like being, it's just stupid. So I can't for you. I can't. I like Sheree. Sheree does petty shade. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with Sheree. You know, but Marlo is the worst type of person. It's someone who has nothing to lose. And so let me throw everything at the kitchen sink and hope the dishes get washed. Okay? So it's fuck Marlo forever. Let's move on. Sheree tries to have a storyline outside of Martell, and it was so short, I was confused. You know, she wanted to discuss her fibroid she has. And again, I feel like when you have real life stuff going on, but you choose to focus on everything else, I don't like you either. So it's not that I don't like Sheree. I feel like Sheree has a lot to discuss, and she should not allow people to drag her into the bullshit. She got fibroids. You know, the doctor say, you know, you can have surgery to remove them, which will put you in recovery for about 6 to 8 weeks. Or you can get them shrunk. That's less invasive. It takes less time to heal. But you have a choice. There are choices now, whatever, that you can make. Now, Sheree gonna be and say, well, I don't want to have surgery because I can't not have sex. I can't not work out for 6 weeks. I got a girl. I do not believe that Sheree's fucking Martell. I don't. But I'm happy she is showing a part of her real life on the show. Okay. But even her saying, I can't be down for 6 to 8 weeks. I got my brand. I said, girl, look. We don't see shit for Sheree. And that's the name. It should not be she by Sheree. It should be we don't see it by Sheree. We don't see it. You took 13 years off of that brand. You can sit down, get your fibroid worked on, and then come back and still not make no sales. Period. Okay. So while I'm happy again, she's shedding light on something for real that women go through, whatever. I still feel like, the whole girl, I don't want to not have sex for 6 weeks. Sheree missed with the bush, okay? I hope she follows up with whatever is going on in her uterus. The fact that her uterus made a cameo on the screen was like, girl, we ain't need that. Okay. But I'm gonna let that be. Okay, but Sheree, you're not fooling me with, oh, I don't want that. Girl, you're not banging Martell. Is Martell handsome? I guess so. Fine. But girl, be quiet. Kenya's Birmingham trip. I gotta be at the house in like 20 minutes. Kenya's Birmingham trip. Look, I feel like I can wrap this Birmingham trip up in a quick little thing. Okay. But I hope y'all have all. Please, I need y'all to like the video real quickly. Like the video. Liking is the thing to do, but I have to go see a movie, and I gotta be out the house real fast. The Birmingham trip. I feel like Kenya's trip to Birmingham, I don't like how once they got there and they were at certain places where this ain't fancy enough. I feel like, and this is no knock to Birmingham, but I feel like Birmingham, Alabama is not going to be LA. It's not going to be Madrid. It's not going to be this exotic, expensive, exquisiteness of it all. I feel, and that's no knock to Birmingham. I feel like it's going to be what it was. I also feel like the trip was about the college football homecoming stuff. So I feel like, why did y'all not? I didn't get why the ladies like, oh, this is what, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, it's a big deal in the college world. You know, that's what it was. Alabama is a state I never have to see. No shade. Now I also feel like it wasn't Kenya's fault. I feel like they booked Kenya for a reason. It was mainly for the football halftime game stuff or whatever, you know. And Kenya not from Alabama, so that kind of made me mad, as if Kenya was supposed to know where to go and this and that and that mess. Okay. I also think because Kenya did not tell them the real reason for being there was so that she could perform at the halftime show with the band. For Kenya, more hair care. Now, the fact that Candy and Drew could not make, Drew was sick, and Candy was at a prior engagement or whatever. And of course, Kenya, like, I also think Kenya didn't, if Marlo wasn't there, I do think it could have been a better trip, because Marlo was an asshole. I think Kenya hated that Marlo was there. And I that was some there too. Okay. They rolled on the bus, they was laughing and joking or whatever. Sanya bring up future baby mama saying how he was eating his ass. I'm like, I need folk to stop. Look, that's disgusting to me. Point blank and period. Okay. And when Sanya brought it up, Sheree didn't say, well, King, when you did it, how was it? Or whatever. And I'm like, not girl, Kenya, Lord. But Kenya said in her 20s, she did eat somebody's ass. I was like, Lord Jesus. But I get these are the kind of funny conversations that friends have, whatever. Because some folk, Sukiya said she eat ass. I don't. I would never. But whatever. I'm like, at least they're all having fun, laughing, whatever. Okay. They get there and they get to a bucking, dance studio. Okay, to learn some bucking, because in down there, bucking, majorette dance, whatever, that's popular down there. So I'm like, okay, cool. The trip matched where they were. There's no shade to Alabama. The trip matched where they were. Okay, Alabama is a state, but it's down south. It is country. So it's different, I'm just saying. And they have a little buck off or whatever. Kenya, mind you, we're gonna judge y'all bucking. If they really around there practicing Kenya's routine or whatever, and the girls don't know, fine. Okay. Sheree won, so Sheree got the better room. Okay, and whatnot. They went to dinner. Now the room situation, I'm like, girl, okay. The room, but this is the thing. The rooms were like regular rooms. The rooms were regular rooms. And it wasn't as if they were like not good. They were regular rooms. That's it. Well, they asked, I think maybe Courtney did. One of them asked Sheree about it. Oh, he got his kid this weekend. So I'm right, because she gave me all them kids. So allegedly Martell had a kid that weekend, so she could not see it. But we ain't talked to him. Anyway. But the rooms was what it was. But when it was at dinner, talking or whatever, and I'm like, why? Because Courtney baby daddy called. I'm like, why is your baby daddy calling you? Like, why does it matter? Courtney must be fucking that man Bryce, because why is he asking you when you coming home as if your child not 24 years old? Like, that's, you can add that if your kid like 8. Your kid is 24. I'm like, do y'all live together? So I'm confused on that. I don't care, but I'm also confused. Kenya then realized how she knew him because, he was in that movie with her twad back in the day. And when they said, well, did you date him? He was handsome, back then. Now, Courtney said on Twitter, you wish you was his type. I was like, man, Kenya's everybody type. So Courtney, shut up. Anyway, they discussed the fight between Drew and Marlo. I was mad because they made it seem as if Marlo wasn't all up in Drew's face, yelling and being aggressive, and she was. I was upset that production only showed the scene of Marlo sitting down, not of Marlo being in Drew's face, yelling and cussing and fussing and standing over her. So it pissed me off that they did not show the true aggravation that was Marlo being Marlo. And when Kenya said what Drew told me this, the fact that Marlo felt like, why is Kenya even talking about it like she wasn't even there? Marlo, shut up. Because you discuss stuff where you wasn't there. You make shit up all the time. Hush. Kenya can tell the ladies what Drew told her about the fight y'all had. You were aggressive. You were insane. Completely insane. Okay? I don't like Marlo. She gets on my goddamn nerve. When Kenya said Marlo struggles with who to be. Okay, who she wants to show the world, but she always show up as a fake Marlo. Okay, you can put lipstick on a pig, but the pig will still be Marlo Hampton. Okay, at the end of the day, no one likes Marlo because Marlo is an insane person. Okay, she's delusional. Okay, she gets on my nerve. Okay. Anyway. Sheree did not like her room. Neither did Marlo. I don't care. Kenya asked them to be down there by a certain time because she had to be on time for an event. Now, again, Kenya was told she was going to be hosting a fundraiser or she's attending a fundraiser event to raise money for the colleges or whatever. Now, Monyetta outfit in that silver, it was, girl, that is a Hoochie Mama outfit. It's a club outfit. Okay. And I think Kenya was told this is a fundraiser that's supposed to be upscale. So she thought they were all dressed apart. So Monyetta went and changed or whatever. But I mean, that wasn't what it was. It wasn't what it was. When I got there, other folks around there were dressed real regular. Real regular. Okay. Let's see. Unpopular opinion. I think this fifth girl failed trip was more of an organizer's fault than Kenya's, from the getting kicked out part, not having a section to dress attire. Right. That's what I said too. I said, I don't blame Kenya for nothing that happened at this place. She didn't plan it. They didn't go to any good Maverick City classic events. They only went to one, so far we can see. The plane trip was annoying. It was very annoying. Very annoying. You have to be a part of sororities or the what's that, the bowl, to get into the good events and I think that's the thing. I think whoever planned it to have Kenya come did not do the right thing. And when they got there and there was no seating, like there was no one to even escort them somewhere. It was really unorganized. It did seem like a regular event that they showed up to. Like it was weird. But Kenya was booked for it. To me, that was the booker's boule. Because I'm like, what does that work? It seemed like it had nothing to do with Kenya. It had everything to do with whoever set it up. And I feel like we also have to know no reality show can just show up somewhere. You have to be approved to be there, to shoot there, to film there. So the fact that Kenya she knew they was gonna be there. The camera crew was approved to be there, and they then got there. Marlo come in late, her and Sanya, and she orders champagne. She orders sparklers or whatever. It's attention. It's attention field. The producers then come get Kenya like, hey, come real quick, come over here. They don't want you here. They feel like, you are distracting. You're distracting people from the events. The cameras, the lights, the sparklers or whatever. It's a distraction. Now, I'm like, why would y'all allow them to come there? You knew it would be cameras, and so that part confused me. And I was confused. Kenya was too. And the fact that she tried to quietly say, hey, y'all, we got to go. We have to leave. We have to leave. We got to go. Okay. But she did not say they put us out, but she said, hey, we got to go. Okay. Again, I fully blame whoever organized this and not Kenya, because you can tell nothing was really set up nothing was really done. You know, so I don't know. And whoever they said, whoever event it was, we could not hear who said it. But they said, hey, so-and-so, bleep, don't want y'all here no more. You know, they feel like it's a distraction or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. So they left. So they was only there, they was gone for less than an hour or two from when they left the hotel to getting back, okay? And so it's like 9:45 in the evening. You know, Brooklyn is there. So Kenya tells the ladies, hey, y'all, okay, we're going to go back to the hotel room or whatever. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. She said her good night, and she go back to the room. Because they were put out of the where they were supposed to be at. They get put out. So what else can we do? And, you know, they all went back to the hotel. Kenya went to her room, and that's it. Now, Silas, I think something else must have happened, and we just don't know. I'm not, either way it go, y'all left the event. That's it. Y'all could not stay. That's it. Okay? And when Sanya said, I think something must happen, Marlo then said, well, Kenya always sneaking off, you know what I'm saying, on trips or whatever. Sheree then said, well, let's go to her room. I'm like, why? Why? These fools were upstairs to Kenya's door. Now, at first, whoever knocked first, I think it was Sanya, knocked real nicely or whatever. It was a little soft knock. Sheree and Marlo starts banging on the door. Marlo kicked Kenya's door first. Kick. She laughing. Sheree laughed, and she then banged on the door. And I'm like, who the fuck does that? Like, y'all are, like, what adults go through all of that? And when we hear Kenya, what the fuck are y'all doing? My child is in here. And Kenya's pissed. She's not dressed. She's you know, naked from up top or whatever. You can see her upper body is naked, and she's hiding. She's like, on her head is poked out, and she's pissed because y'all are kicking and banging on my door like crazy people. My child is in here. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And the fact that bald-headed, edgeless, ooh, I can't stand Marlo ass gonna say, I don't care. Put Brooklyn in another room with your broke ass and come out here. I say, oh, Kenya should have came out naked and beat Marlo ass. I don't usually advocate for violence, but when she said that, Kenya had every right to come out, titties out, whatever she had on, and just beat Marlo ass because you banging on my door. Yes, Monyetta was the only one who looked uncomfortable. The only one who was like, nah, we not doing this. The only one who was the adult. Sanya a little bit looked like, oh shit, once she heard Kenya say that Brooklyn was there. But that damn Marlo, who kept beating on the door, kept talking shit, knowing a kid, because Brooklyn's like, what, 3 or 4? It's 10 o'clock at night. Okay? She could be asleep. And she hears somebody banging on the door and her mama screaming. The same way your punk ass nephews, and I'm calling nephews punk ass, because she's punk ass. The same way your nephews were traumatized by the door getting kicked in at your house. You up here banging on someone's door, yelling, kicking, and screaming while a child is up in there. Kenya had every right to put on a little t-shirt, walk out that room, and beat Marlo ass. Period. I can't wait to watch Candy speak on it to see what happened, y'all. I gotta get ready to go see The Little Mermaid. Okay, I'm gonna rush to get to where I gotta go. I love you all. Please make sure that you have liked the video. I will talk to y'all later on. I gotta go.